when people ask me, why are you running for community college board of trustees at my age, they're like, isn't it hard? Yeah, it's hard. It's hard getting up every day. It's hard campaigning. It's hard on me. It's hard on my family. It's hard on my friends. But you know what else is hard? The student who has to choose between textbooks, paying tuition, and eating that day. The student who has to live, as Mel brought up, the student has to live in his car, or has to live from couch to couch in order to make ends meet. What is hard is a community that has lost hope in a better future for themselves and for their children. Education is the single best way in which we can better our lives. Glendale Community College is 7th in the nation for upwards mobility. We take the bottom 5th percentile and take them into the top 5th income earning bracket when they come through our school. But students don't want to come to our school. We're losing kids in our district. And our district refuses to go out to LA and try to recruit students from LA. That's a shame. We need to start ensuring that we recognize where we are as a community college. If we have resources, we need to start sharing that resource and that hope with the communities around us. I won't be representing my district if I'm not ensuring that we're actually talking about the issues surrounding our communities. Because the reality is my district has changed so much in the past 4 years. Many of the people that I grew up with, many people that I went to school with, the people that I knew since I was a child decided that the city of Glendale is no longer for them. Rents have gone up astronomically in the city of Glendale, just like in the city of LA. The school is great, but the school needs to make itself known to its students, and it needs to actively reach out to the students. One of the other things that I want to work on is ensuring that community colleges are tuition free. Because the fact is that education has to be a priority in the state of California. In 1988, the pre-1988 budget ensured that anyone could go to a community college for free and get the education that they needed to get a better life. And after that, what we've seen is community colleges and public education as a whole become more and more commoditized and more corporatized. When we make education a commodity, what we do then is we're not ensuring that our students get the best education and the skills that they need to get the best jobs that they want or they need. What we're ensuring then is that our students are taking on more and more debt. I am $30,000 in debt, and I'm lucky. The average student now is leaving with around $54,000 in debt at a UC. If you can't apply for the financial aid that you need, you're not going to make it. And even when you do have the financial aid that you need, the reality is that sticker price that you see of $24,000 a year to go to UC deters families for generations from even believing that higher education is possible. That is why I want to fight for tuition-free community colleges. Because when you get rid of that sticker price, families can plan around that fixed constant. Families can ensure that, hey, this school that's great, this school in my area that's great, is something that my children can go to if I stay here. And they will make that sacrifice and help ensure that the communities that we have in Glendale stick together and stay in the city and make it a better place. Because the fact is, the city council has been pushing more and more for development. Fancy high-rise developments to take the overflow from the city of LA. Young professionals who will just sleep there and work and play in LA. That is what our cities become, and that's what it's turning into every day. And the only way for us to stay together and to actually have communities is through providing hope. And my work has been in higher education, and I can tell you that education is the single best way for a community to pick itself up. My parents were undocumented immigrants when they came to this country. We lived in fear of deportation every single day. But when I got into college, my mom was so excited because she said, now you have the skills and you'll have the knowledge necessary to defend yourself against the people who are trying to take you down and who are trying to take down your community. Community colleges also serve a vital role in ensuring that our communities have basic skills. My district is 62% immigrant. 82% of us don't speak English at home. Our community college satellite campus in my district is empty from the hours of 12 to 5. Why isn't that time utilized for basic skills like English courses, financial literacy, the sorts of things that we need in order to improve our lives? Most of the kids in my district also work more than 40 hours a week. Stuff like work, that gets in the way of the student succeeding. And when a community college official tells you that, oh, we don't have to worry about working class students, what happens out of the classroom happens outside of the classroom. The reality is everything affects your students' abilities to succeed. The immigration policy. My district, we had many Iranian American students. And when Trump came out with this immigration ban and they got it stayed at the court level, I had people saying, I don't know if I can continue on. I don't know if I should continue on in school because of the stress of realizing that I can't go back to my home country to see my family. I don't think I can continue being a student. When raids were happening in Silmar and in LA, and the undocumented students in our school were saying, I don't think I should go to school because I don't want to be arrested and deported by trying to get an education. That is a real problem that needs to be addressed. When our students are a single accident or a single hospital visit away from having to drop out or having to take on another job and then reducing even further their chances of graduating, that's an issue. As a community college trustee, it's not just our job to make sure that the school's lights are running. It's our job to make sure that our students succeed in every way that means. It is our job to be advocates for our community and for the voices that are not represented in our community. That is what our job is as a community college trustee, and that is what I'm trying to do on the board now. Thank you all for your time, and I hope you all keep fighting. Thank you.